Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna mix our vanilla pudding. You're going to need a 5.1 ounce of instant vanilla pudding. Any brand is fine. You're gonna grab a bowl and you're going to pour it all in there. Next, you need 2.5 cups of milk. I prefer to use the red milk since it has more fat in it. You can also use the 2%. It's completely up to you, but I like to use this one. So 2.5 cups, just like that. And then what we're gonna do is with our whisk, we are going to just give this a whisk all around. And what this does is that slowly but surely your pudding is going to sit in the milk. Okay, so this is the way you do this part. It really doesn't take that long. You could use an electric hand mixer or stand mixer, but what you don't want is to over mix it. So if you do it by hand, it's much better. So you see it's already setting, it's becoming thick. You see how fast that was? Just like that. And starting to get thick. Just keep whisking it a little bit more. We'll say for a full minute, probably even less. But check that out, it's already becoming very thick. So that was 2.5 cups of milk and 1 5.0 ounce of instant vanilla pudding. So just like that, guys, you see that? It's already nice and set. Perfect consistency that I wanted. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this aside. And now we're gonna bring this bowl here. I have 8 ounces of cream cheese. And the can says 387 grams of condensed milk. We're gonna pour this in here like this. And we are gonna mix it really good. You wanna mix it as best possible. Your 8 ounces of cream cheese, make sure they are at room temperature and not cold, okay? So I'm gonna give this a mix and I will be back. See here, my cream cheese and my 8 ounces, my 357 grams of condensed milk are nice and mixed. You see everything's nice and smooth. And to this, we're going to add 8 ounces of whipped topping. So for this, make sure that you take it out of, this goes in the frozen part of the store. So to thaw it out, make sure you thaw it out on the top of your refrigerator where it's not frozen. Don't thaw it out outside in your counter. It's gonna get very watery. So make sure you thaw it out in your refrigerator. So we're gonna pour all of this in here. Just like that. We're gonna pour it all in like this. And before everything gets nice and incorporated, I just give it like a few mixes. Make sure you mix it with the, fold it with a spatula. We're going to pour in our vanilla pudding. See, our vanilla pudding is nice and thick already. I'm pouring all our vanilla pudding in there. And we're going to finish folding. Okay, so all you want to do is just fold. Making sure everything gets well incorporated. Baby's over here looking at me like, who are you talking to, huh, Papash? It's okay. So you want to fold it really good, just like that. And Once you fold really good the edges all around, you want to make sure you go all around, you have your vanilla pudding. Now this vanilla pudding is ideal for the very famous banana pudding that we're going to do, but I'm also going to show you a twist on strawberry pudding as well, with some crumble or any toppings of your choice. So our pudding is nice and ready. As you can see, it's nice and thick. Now we're going to head over and we're going to start assembling. Okay, so here I have with me 2 containers. These 2 containers here are approximately 5 inches, like 6 inches by 4. And then here's our pudding. And then you're also going to need a whole bag, 11-ounce bag of wafers, okay? I have my bananas here ready. One tip I want to give you guys is that make sure your bananas are not too ripe. The bananas are already going to get ripened with the pudding and everything, so make sure to use them more on the golden side than on the riper side, okay? So we're going to start by adding a layer of pudding at the bottom on both sides. So I have 2 containers here because I'm going to do 1 banana and 1 strawberry, okay? Just like that. So you want to do is you want to even out everything really good. Okay? Okay, so for the banana pudding, I have my layer of pudding at the bottom. And now I'm going to put the wafers, a layer of wafers all across. What I really like about these vanilla wafers here is that they're not too sweet. And when everything comes together, it has just the perfect sweetness. It's not too sweet. Okay, so I'm going to finish off the layer. And then we're going to top it off with bananas. So here is 1 whole medium banana. I chopped it up in pieces. Then I come back to my pudding and add another layer. So this is pretty much what you're going to do depending how many layers, how thick you want your pudding to be. This is what you're going to do all around, okay? So I'll be back to show you when I'm done. I'm just going to do 1 more layer and then I'm going to be done with this. So now I am done with my 2nd layer, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to garnish this with some wafers on top, and that's it. You want to cover this up with some clear wrap and leave it overnight so your delicious vanilla pudding and your vanilla wafers soak up all that yumminess, all that moist cookie. It's gonna just suck up all that moisture in the cookie. That way when you bite into it, the cookie's nice and soft. So we're done assembling this one. Next, we're gonna assemble the strawberry one, okay? Okay, so I have my strawberries cut and dried. Washed, cut, and dried. Same thing, same process. We're going to add a layer of cookie of your wafer. Just like that. And we're going to add our fresh strawberries. So just a handful of strawberries everywhere. Just like that. Now the strawberries are more on the watery side. They tend to, even though you dry them and pat them, wash them and pat them down, they still tend to lose in water. So I suggest you making this filling that the day of, if you decide to make the strawberry vanilla pudding, make it the day of. okay? And you can still put it overnight so those wafers can still absorb all that yumminess. Or what you can do too is not add the strawberries, just the wafers, and then do the strawberries on the side as a garnish. So it's pretty much up to you how you want to do it, okay? This pudding, you can make many different flavors, not just strawberry, not just banana. You can make Oreo, you can make mint chip, you can make, always using the base, which is your cream and your cookie. The toppings, the rest, it's pretty much up to you guys what you guys want to use, okay? So I'm gonna let this soak, everything soak in for a few hours and overnight. Maybe the strawberry, I'll come back in about 6 hours. And I am going to show you how it looks when you dive into this yumminess. Okay? So stay tuned. Okay guys, so I left both banana puddings overnight. I just decided to leave the strawberry one overnight, as well as the banana. As you can see here, if I touch the vanilla wafers, I'm gonna press one on purpose. They're super soft because of that pudding that we did. It soaks up the moistness of it and it becomes soft. So we're gonna dig into the traditional one first. We're gonna do the banana one first. I'm gonna try to cut kind of square so we can see how it looks.
Can I scoop it up, please?
I think I'm gonna have to do everything. Yeah, hold on, baby. This is yum. Check that out.
It also looks like yogurt. It looks nice though. I like it. I want to eat it now.
So you see the cookies become nice and soft. Delicious, right? I'm gonna put this one over here.
Can I be your taste tester?
Yes, of course. I am going to clean up the spatula to go dig into the strawberry one.
The strawberry one looks yummy. You can see strawberries like right here. Like right here on these two edges.
That's right.
Nice.
Hold on. I'm gonna dig into this one.
Yeah, that one has a lot of strawberry. You cut a strawberry in half. Ooh, the strawberry looks yummy.
Yum, look at the strawberries.
If you look inside right here, there's like a bunch of strawberries, which gives it the extra creaminess and juiciness.
That's right. So I'm going to bring the camera closer to the puddings.
Can I?
So you guys can see. Look at that. Even though it's strawberries and it was a fresh fruit, there's no leakage. But if you were to have leakage, that's because you didn't dry them enough. But overall, look at that. Delicious. And our banana one, look at that. Layers of cookie.
That looks delicious, Mother.
Okay, so I'm going to bring in our plates so we can see them up closer. Okay, so my daughter's going to dig in the banana one.
Oh no, I fell apart.
It's okay. Cut on top of the...
That looks good.
I think that's a big bite, Genesis.
I'm going for it.
Oh, dear.
Oh, God.
I want you guys to see... Look at that. That cookie.
Moist.
Very moist, right?
A plus cookie. I'm gonna go knock them.
It tastes delicious.
We need the rest.
The cream is nice and smooth and creamy. It's not watery.
Okay,
Now
it's
let's
time.
try the strawberry. Cut on top of the cookie. Cut the cookie in half. Yeah, like that. Yeah, perfect.
It looks so good, guys. That just make sure. Look how creamy and good
It
that
kind of
looks.
tastes like cheesecake because
Yeah.
of the vanilla cookie.
Okay,
And then
let's
the
try.
creaminess. Try it out. So you see the strawberries are not leaking at all. The strawberry is delicious as well because you get that fruit flavor, the freshness, and then the cookies. Oh my gosh, this is delicious.
And I just got one from the banana one. These are super soft. Look at that. Okay,
Cut it in half. Cut it in half.
That was so easy. Instead of just going.
Okay, so I hope you guys like this video and give it a try. This delicious banana pudding and strawberry pudding, like I had mentioned before. Once you have this base of the pudding, you guys can do any type of pudding you guys like.
Including blueberries.
Yes.
And cherry.
So
And mango.
that's it for today. And thank you for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.